Hey everyone, welcome to the April 4th, 2025 episode of the ManDogPod with Jacob Wysocki, or April 7th, or anytime after that, whenever you're listening. The April 7th is the free one. Why does this matter? I simply cannot let thoughts pass. I'm Dan Lippert. I'm your co-host for the show. Before we start the episode, I would like to say hello, introduce the episode, introduce the introduction, and do a little plea for subscribers. If you're not subscribing to us, we've been doing these every week, and I'm finding them enjoyable and helpful. So I hope you are too. Jacob Wysocki is incredible. He's a returning guest on the show. He's very funny on this one. You know him from Dropout. You know him from Yeti. You know him from A Million Wonderful Movies. That's not the name of a movie. It's just what he's been a part of. And today we get into TikTok fame. We get into, we recorded this 3 weeks ago, and I can't remember what else we get into, so I'm just going to move on from that and tell you that it's good. But what I'm here now for is every week we have been trying to jump in the Patreon rankings here of best, most successful Patreon podcasts. We're already the best, I can tell you that. But as far as success, we're trying to jump ahead and ahead and ahead. Last week, we were ranked 458th in Patreon podcasts. We started this at 487th, so we had jumped almost 30 spots. And this week, April 3rd, April 4th, when this comes out, we are the 450th most popular Patreon podcast. That means in 1 month we have jumped 37 spots thanks to all of you. I keep doing this with my hand if you're watching the video. If not, it's kind of a chopping action. I'll tell you something. I guess I wasn't prepared enough for this one, and now you're hearing it in my delivery. But we were tied with Dave Neal 2 weeks ago. I don't know him, but my sister-in-law texted me that she does listen to his podcast, or used to. It's about The Bachelor or one of those shows. Dave, I love you. You got ahead of us the week after, and I'm sorry to say, we zoomed past Dave Neal this week. We zoomed past the Streetwise Hebrew podcast, and we are now 450th, which means we are tied with the podcast What a Hell of a Way to Dad, which is a space for left-leaning vets and middle-aged dads. Look, I probably agree with almost all of your agenda, What a Hell of a Way to Dad, but we're coming for you, okay? We are not veterans. We've served nobody. We are not fathers, but we do serve the higher power of laughter. So we'd like to beat them. And I want to top at 440th, the Good Old Boys podcast. That's who we're gunning for now. Boys with a Z, so you know they have fun. And unfortunately, our ever elusive North Star Adam Conover has jumped to 388th, so we're also gunning for him. I'm looking at myself in the video, and I look like a psychopath because it's a little higher than me, and I'm looking up at it. I've got to face the camera like this. That's just one of the things you could see if you are subscribed to our Patreon. So if you're listening to the free episode, I pray that you check us out on Patreon even for a month. We've got the full versions of episodes. We've got the full video, and we've got a lot of stuff that we're very excited about in the pipeline. Great guests, great extra things. We're just trying to improve one thing at a time with this podcast and get it to be the perfect podcast, thanks to you all. If you are subscribing on Patreon, go to the Patreon website instead of subscribing through Apple Podcasts, because if you subscribe through Apple Podcasts, you have to pay an extra fee that goes straight to the big dogs in Silicon Valley. That's basically it. Thank you for listening. If you have subscribed, thanks for joining us. And if you're enjoying it, suggest it to a friend. Gift it to a friend. What a gift. Hey, I spent $5 on a podcast for you. That's all. That's it. So, without further ado, please enjoy Man Dog with Jacob Wysocki. Take us away, Casey Trella.
You are the man now, dog. 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 You are the
I'll take one of the double smash burger, please.
You got it. Yeah, you want the cheese?
Yes, please.
Okay, and the onions are okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Grilled.
great. All
This is
right.
your place, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Um,
Ryan Smash.
is the price, is that overhead? Is it for the building or
It's for the burger, yeah.
pla-
It's just for the burger.
Just for the burger.
I mean, $15.99. It's a pretty good deal these days.
Yeah. Well, not, yeah. It's just, this is kind of the cheapest type of meat and burger, right? And the least amount.
Yeah.
Like, I have to pay more for the second patty because the first one is so small already, right?
Right.
Yeah. I was just thinking about it.
Okay, so one burger.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you want fries or they're a la carte?
So burgers don't come with fries anymore, huh?
They kind of never did. McDonald's does a thing called a value meal, but they also sell everything separate.
Right.
So I think people just get really used to the convenience of a mega chain. This isn't a mega chain. This is just me and my wife.
Oh, well, good for you. Well, I'm happy
Thank
to
you.
support then.
Okay, great.
Happy to support.
Did you want the fries and the drink?
Begrudgingly.
You got it. And how about any sauces? We have ketchup for free, or we have ranch, chipotle ranch, or jalapeno ranch.
Oh, I'll do that ranch. So it's not free. The jalapeno sounds
It's
good.
$1 per ramekin.
Okay. And I do see your wife there just pouring Hunt's brand ranch out of the little plastic thing.
Well, we ran out of we pour our ranch into the Hunt's bottles. It's not
I see.
actually Hunt's.
I'll choose to believe you
Thank you
because I
very
love
much.
what you're doing. We need more small businesses like
Sir,
this.
Is this the best thing you have to do with your Sunday? Is this
No,
the
I
best
got an
thing you have to
exciting
do?
day ahead of me.
Oh, you do?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're in here at 10:30 in the morning getting a double burger and just hassling me about the price.
I just think that you need to hear what the people are saying. I've been really inspired, not in
Okay.
a threatening way, but by Luigi Mangione. And I do think
It's tough to say not in a threatening way when you bring up a murderer.
not the murder part, but the way that he's gotten the people going is, and is speaking truth to power.
Well, brother,
like
I'm
you.
right there with you. I run a burger shack.
Yeah.
This was my last resort. I lost my job, and we started this with a PPP loan.
Oh wow, okay,
Okay.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank
What
you.
can I ask? What your YTD is?
No.
All right.
You can ask, but I'm not going to tell you.
Very good. Well, thank you for the burger.
No problem.
Just so you know what I'm doing today, I have a third date. So I do have a lot planned ahead of me.
Congratulations.
I'm
The
having,
Coke Freestyle machine's not working.
I beg your pardon?
The Coke Freestyle machine's not working.
Oh, sorry about that. Which one were you?
75% of the flavors are just grayed out.
Yeah, we are running a little low on the flavor shipment.
Didn't mean to hop in, but
no, it is a Coke Freestyle because I thought they had stubborn sodas here. You know those stubborn sodas?
yeah, it's like bad soda.
Yeah.
We had stubborn, but people weren't liking it, so they asked us for the Coke Freestyle.
But there's
we
only
actually,
three. It's like a diet, a bad diet, a diet.
I think what they're being stubborn about is
Yeah.
good flavors.
well, we got rid of the stubborn soda. We heard what the people wanted, and we actually got we bought this consignment from an AMC. They had one too many, and so we bought this from a movie theater, and we're still waiting for the shipment of the syrups. We got all the regular syrups. We're just missing some of the flavor edition syrup. So we don't have lime, we don't have raspberry, we don't have orange, but we do have Coke. We do have vanilla Coke.
I just sort of paid $6.50 to get whatever flavor that I thought I would. I was like,
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
What flavor are you looking for?
I was looking to do pomegranate Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
You okay?
I had no idea. Sorry.
The restroom is right
That
over
really
there,
got
sir.
my
If you need a
attention. I
restroom.
won't be needing it till after the burger.
Okay. Well, we have pomegranate in the kitchen. I can give you some pomegranate seeds, and you can mash that up into your Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hi,
Okay.
I think I broke my finger dipping into your shallow ranch container. I thought the container was going to be a lot deeper since of the amount of money I paid for the ranch.
Right.
And I dipped pretty aggressively trying to get some ranch.
Would you
That
think it
is-
was an 8-ounce, but it was really like one of those 2.5 ounces?
Exactly.
You thought it was an
I've
8-ounce
had that
ranch.
happen.
It clearly was not an 8-ounce. An 8-ounce is about the size of a carton of milk at school. It's not one of those. You can tell it's just a ramekin of ranch. But
I thought it
do
was an
get
8-ounce for $1.
For $1, I
Better
should
be giving me 8
should be
ounces.
milk
Yeah.
price, milk sized. Yeah, I agree.
8 ounces of anything for $1 is crazy.
I hope you're insured because I think I broke my finger going into the ranch here.
Well, I'm really sorry, sir. I can offer you a splint. We do have popsicle sticks and tape. If that is something, I can offer you that gratis.
Gratis. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
What does that mean?
free of charge.
Gratis.
Guys, you heard it was gratis. You heard it was gratis.
I didn't realize what it was because I'm used to hearing gratis.
Gentlemen, the
It was
menu
quite
is
fun.
right here. All the prices are listed. It's not a surprise. If you don't want to pay the price, I would encourage you to just go find somewhere cheaper. I
If
know
the
there's
burger's good, I don't mind.
Okay.
If the burger's good, I really don't mind.
All right. Well, those burgers will be right up. I am sorry about your soda. Here are some loose pomegranate seeds and a mortar and pestle. If you'd like to do that yourself,
What's
you
a
can.
pestle?
Pestle.
Oh, pestle.
You're used to hearing it how?
See?
Pastille. Folks, welcome back
Pestle.
to the ManDogPod. My name is Ryan Rosenberg, and I'm seated across from my main man, Mr. Dan Lippert.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for hearing me complain about small things that don't matter.
Hey, that's what life's about, baby. You got to get your little complaint off, your little
Yeah.
grievance off.
It's the only thing we have a semblance of control over in this mad world.
One thing I have absolutely no grievances about today is our guest, and I think you've heard him, Mr. Jacob Wysocki.
Weather.
Oh, I remember
Okay, he's bringing back the accent.
Hello.
bringing back the accent.
That's my
Yeah.
whole thing. When I started doing improv at 14, I said, I'm bringing the accent back.
I'm bringing back accents. Yeah. Something brand new.
And not at the bar with my friends being kooky. I mean on stage.
Of course.
Do you guys remember? Because some people will talk about their, they'll mythologize themselves in a way of like, well, I got into comedy because I needed to express X, Y, or Z, or I saw this guy do this and I wanted to do that. Do you remember doing that, or was it just like you fell into it because it was easy and you liked the attention or the feeling of it, or?
I think I had a passion for it that I didn't quite understand. You know what I mean? I just knew I wanted to do it. I knew it was kind of the only thing I enjoyed. But I don't think I had any lofty things around it because I
Yeah.
wasn't smart. It was just like, I really want this.
It was never goal oriented, I don't think, at
Yeah.
the very least. I think there was like an appreciation as from like a person who watched stuff, but I never watched it and then was like, well, then I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I did, I was like, I'm gonna do what they do, and I would just do like Harry Carey or whatever because I
Yeah.
thought it was funny.
Cause,
But I didn't know that like nobody like told me like, well, you can do that on your own, and if you can write your own character that's like Harry Carey or whatever.
Right. How could you know any of that highfalutin stuff before going into it? Isn't
Yeah.
that all stuff you learn from doing it?
That's
Yes.
what, yeah.
So it seems like total bullshit when people say that kind of
There's
stuff.
This is like a little different, but it's the same type of person. Where I was watching the movie Terminator, and I was on the IMDb, and one of the things it said was that James Cameron didn't want to cast Arnold Schwarzenegger, so he went to the meeting planning to be rude and ruin the meeting, so that Arnold Schwarzenegger would be like, I don't like this guy, I don't want to do the movie. And even that to me is like a sense of mythologizing and controlling your circumstances that is not how I exist at all. Where it's like I don't plan. If I'm going to meet somebody, I would go like, "How's this going to go?" I don't go like, "I'm mad, I have to do it. I'm going to ruin it and make them choose to not work with me."
You would just like not go, or like not
Yeah.
do it. But I guess it's like at that point you're forced to go to that meeting or something
Yeah.
like that.
That feels like a studio being like, you have to meet with him.
Yeah,
Right.
And I'm gonna Yeah, I don't know if I think about stuff that much.
but it's like that. People who treat life like a game of chess, which I don't really do.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like moving through it, and then I have a thought afterwards. I'm like, what was that like? Okay, let's make sure that doesn't happen again, or
Don't do that again.
it does happen again. or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I wonder why. Oh, do I have to be that way to be not as successful as James Cameron? Because it's never going to happen. But like, is that just a personality type that I just don't have to reach that level of like whatever that is?
I think if you get in a position where people are starting to ask you questions about things, there's like the world where you tell this. There's like only a couple options. You like tell the same story over and over again in the same way, so like you don't have to be interesting, but it's the truth, and you're not like spinning it. And then there's like, I don't know. I just feel like I've seen people like in Q&As or whatever. It's like you've got the guy who answers it the same way every time. Then you've got the guy who's like trying to come up with something artistic because they feel like they're artistic and they want to like
Yeah.
give a really good answer.
That's what the
and
audience
then-
wants, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's the balance. There's like those two kind of options. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's a third and a fourth, but those are what I see a lot. Where it's like you've got a person who just wants to kind of answer it, and then you've got the person who's going to make it interesting because they're being asked, and maybe they don't want to say the same thing over and over,
Yeah.
or they're like have to make a weird, unnatural experience, which is like answering questions in front of cameras or people, like fun for them.
Yeah.
So they're like, I'm gonna like tell the good version of the story because I'm being asked all the time.
I am so bad at that.
It's a lot. Well, you're not a big faker.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're getting the real me.
You're not a
all
big
the time.
faker.
Yeah. Or even just like finding the one good thing and embellishing it a little more.
Sure.
If you had a bad experience on something, and being like, what I loved was this and that. Like, I don't see things that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so hard to pull that out of my brain.
Yeah. I think it's really hard for me to be like only super positive or only super negative. Like everything I say, I'm also like, well, on the other side of it is.
Yeah.
Which I think is like those people are not doing that. They're going like, I'm saying only this thing and I'm not second guessing it or thinking about it or thinking what it sounds like. I'm just doing it.
And they
And
like.
I have more of a self-referential view, I think. Yeah,
I find myself doing that a lot. I'll like say what I think, and then my brain immediately goes like, well, here's the whole other side,
totally.
and I'm like, well, what about that?
Mm-hmm.
It does that all the time.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Yeah, and I don't feel ever feel confident being like it's this way.
It's only this.
It's 100. Very rarely. I'm usually just like mad and screaming when I'm like, it's bad.
Yeah.
Very rarely do I like come to that spot in a calm area.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, thanks so much for coming in today. You guys are the new writing team, right? You guys are like the hot new team from what was the sitcom?
She's yours, I'm yours.
Oh yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm so excited to meet you guys. We got
Yeah.
a great movie coming up. Hang on one second. Oh. Sorry, I just had a big burrito lunch right before the meeting. I
Whoa.
really apologize. But yeah, studio loves you guys, and they told me that I was going to love you guys too. So, let's talk. What's going on? What do you see for the movie?
Sorry. Well,
Hey.
for us,
You guys nervous because you're new?
Let's just roll through.
Yeah.
We really need this job. We got to keep the momentum going. We can't be like one show guys.
well, yeah, for us, She's Yours, I'm Yours was kind of about the way we both met through growing up in a polygamist town. So we like to. It was interesting for us to tell that story of the
So you
wives.
guys are fucking weird then. You guys must be, if you grew up with polygamy in your fucking mind.
Yeah, we're a little. Yeah, I guess we're a little against the grain. You know,
I like that.
we
I
had an
actually do like
abnormal
that.
coming-
I like that.
Coming of age. Yeah.
Sorry, do you need to politely go? Do you need to go wipe?
Don't just.
No, I'm good. I'm
He's
good.
the
I'm.
boss, man. You just gotta let it go. We gotta get.
Do you guys
stuck
not want to
on.
be in this meeting, or should I get out of here? I should maybe get out of here.
No.
Should we-
Well, for this project, we love. We played Overcooked for such a long time, and we're excited that you're turning the video game into a movie.
We've done a lot of research, and we're really jazzed about it. We think it. We have actually a lot of good ideas.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome.
Sorry. Your dog was kind of biting me on the way in. I think that she did pee on my leg there.
Yeah, I sprayed
is
some.
there-
Never mind. Yeah, she just does that sometimes. My apologies. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about
And that's
my
not a problem.
dog.
And that's not a problem.
Good.
No.
That's not a problem.
Listen, this has been a crazy meeting. You guys probably don't even want to work with me, huh? You probably don't even want to work here. You probably don't even want to work on the movie. You'd probably rather get back to whatever it was, Abbott Elementary or something.
No, we love to. Like we said, She's Yours, I'm Yours. Totally different name.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry.
We're actually really excited. We've always kind of wanted to be in the movie space, and the TV space was great to us, but we have bigger ambitions. So
Cool.
This is a perfect meeting, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm doing.
Oh my
I'm not feeling sour at all. I'm
Yeah.
not feeling sour
That's
at
good.
all.
That's good.
Sorry, it looks like you kind of freshly put up that Trump poster there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We will fight
it's just
till
a-
the end.
Yeah, and then there's the lower third of it is just a picture of his hands.
Yeah. Well, I was just at Spencer's earlier, so I had to get something. They wouldn't let me out of there without buying something, so I had to get the Trump. You guys probably don't even want to work on this, do you?
Well,
There's probably not. I have a few meetings later with a couple of different writers, a couple of hotties, and a couple, so whatever. You guys probably don't even want to be here.
I know exactly what's happening here. The studio obviously likes us, and they're forcing you to meet with us, and you're trying to fuck us over. And I'm not going to let it happen. This job is huge for us.
A little bit. Yeah, that's happening a little bit. I just don't, I see someone else better for the project. I see someone else I'd rather work with.
We were born in the darkness. Do you realize that?
No.
We both used to work for Funny or Die.
Whoa. Actually,
There's
that's
no
impressive.
way you're going to outshit the shit we've seen, all right, bucko?
Okay.
You can take this submarine as deep as Ocean Gate. And we will not crumble.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm very.
All
I'm
right? And I
intimidated now.
fucking need this. 2 kids on the way.
You ever have to write a funny video about gun control?
With
No,
Obama
it
in
doesn't
it, and
seem
then
possible.
Obama doesn't show, and then you end up having to play Obama, and you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Listen, you guys got the job. I'm getting too scared.
I told you, unsinkable.
Scene. Did you ever work at Funny or Die, or just work through, like little video here and
Little
there?
video lets. Their offices were weirdly next door to the old Comedy Sports for a while. So there was like weird things where it was like we were very close and the Bath Boys existed. So there was like
Right.
And there was that classic thing of like, I know a guy who's got the guy's email who can get you on the front page.
Sure.
We'd email that guy every time we made a sketch.
Right.
you know?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I even forgot that people made videos to go on there. I only remembered it as a
Yeah.
place that made internal videos. But yeah, that's right.
No, we would double upload. We'd like do a YouTube upload and then a Funny or Die upload and like desperately try and get it to the front page.
Right.
And I think if it didn't go to the front page, we'd take it away or something like that.
Interesting. Redo it later.
Yeah. I wonder if there's still video. I haven't checked.
If they're still on the website.
Yeah.
I went to the
I
website
wonder.
recently, and the front page has 6 videos. It's got Captain Planet video with Don Cheadle.
That's really a
Weird.
classic.
Yeah, but man, those days were so. Looking back, it felt so special to be paid $150 to be in a Funny or
I
Die
thought it was
video.
full Hollywood. I thought I was there.
It was like the best version of somebody going like, well, you're not bad at this thing that we had at the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was the biggest level of validation that was
Totally.
achievable.
And it was sort of like the kids had the keys. You know what I mean? Like the producers were 24-year-olds or
Yeah.
25-year-olds.
It was kind of like we're all like, my buddy's getting me in was the vibe.
Yeah.
The last thing I ever did there, they were shooting a promo sketch for Ash versus Evil Dead, the Bruce Campbell TV show. And they were like, hey, can you come in? The Kid Cudi is supposed to be in this.
Day and night.
They're like, we can't say his name because every time we say it, the song plays. So we won't say it for the rest of the conversation. But one more time, Kid Cudi is coming in.
Day and night.
Driving drunk, I'm doing my thing. Sorry. Derailing.
But they were like,
Tell me what you know about dreaming.
Night terrors every night.
So we won't say his name again. Whose name? Kid Cudi's.
Night terrors every night. I didn't know it was so quotable.
Day and night.
Day and night. I forgot about wah, wah. Really good.
Freezes mind at night.
I don't know any of the words other than day and night.
At night.
So anyway, his name, we won't say anymore, but you know who we're talking about. He's a rapper. He's worked with Kanye. He's the musical support on the Comedy Bang Bang TV show, Kid Cudi.
And out. Ow! My dog bites me now every time we say Kid Cudi. Ow! Can I take her out to pee real quick?
Yeah, we'll pause.
Sorry.
So they were like, Kid Cudi's supposed to be in this, but he's supposed to get a bunch of SFX makeup. His face gets shot or blown off or something in it. And we're worried he's going to show up and decide he doesn't want to do it. So we need you to come be here in case he decides not to. And you'll be the guy who gets all the SFX makeup. So he does end up showing up. And so they're like, well, sorry, you're still getting paid, and you'll be an extra in the sketch. And just because you spent all this time here, we want to make sure and give you like a featured shot. So when someone gets shot, we're going to have all the blood splatter on you, and we'll feature your face for the blood splatter. And it was like, so the way they like paid me back was to make a mess on me.
Yeah.
And they were like, don't worry, this blood comes out easily. I had to throw the jeans out.
No,
they were
it
like
does.
ruined.
Yeah. Corn
Right.
syrup.
Like they gave me no way to clean it off, so I had to drive home in these jeans
Caked
covered
up,
in
yeah.
fucking fake blood. And that was one of the caked up. Not
They
in a
put a
good
big
way.
ass on you.
You got BBL.
But it still felt so cool to be like Bruce Campbell would just tell stories between takes because he's one of those guys who just like likes to hold court and tell stories and whatever. And so that was fun.
And at that time, you're kind of like, yo, I'm gonna be like featured in the vid.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little hypnotized.
It was a little hypnotizing.
Yeah.
Well, because you're like, no one's ever on purpose filmed my face. I got to get my face on some stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and
'Cause
they
it does-
tell you that it's a good thing because they make a big deal about it.
Totally.
But they're just selling you the lie of Hollywood, man.
Totally. It's really
the
crazy.
fucking lies.
A thing I like with age is like learning that you can do as many little improv shows with really famous people, and they'll never go like, "That was so good, I'm going to cast you in something." At least not for me.
Yeah. Totally.
Maybe for other people.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe like once or twice it's been helpful.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it's like, man, I don't think that monologist is going to put me in their show.
Yes.
Which is also good because it takes away the like the unfair status I'm giving them.
Yeah.
To be
Right.
like, you're here and I need something from you, which
Right.
isn't nice.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's really interesting. The only way I feel like it works at all is that like over time you're like, yeah, we're friends because we've performed a lot together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it is like, it feels like no one has control.
Yeah. I guess the only thing that happened that I was excited about was becoming friends with No Effects through Ass Cat.
Yeah.
That was my big one.
That's a big one.
yeah.
That's
really
huge.
cool. That's a worthwhile investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks.
Hey guys, thank you so much for being here so early. Thank you, our background stars. We love you guys. We could not do this without you. Unfortunately, we're not going to have you on the main cafe scene like we thought we were going to, okay? So that's a bit of a bummer. We know that, but I have changed it. We still want to use you guys. We're going to lay you down in the gutter and have a car come by and splash you guys with muddy water, just so you're in there, just so you're on the screen. Is everybody cool with that?
Okay, yeah, and this is like right after Leo drives by, so technically it's Leo's car that's splashing us.
Yeah, exactly.
Incredible.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys will lay down in the mud. A few. So
okay.
the let's split you guys right here in the middle. Everyone to my left, you're gonna take off your pants. Everyone to my right, you're gonna take off your shirt, glasses, and hat, and we're gonna put you guys toe to head. That way, nobody feels weird
Oh.
about it.
I don't want to disrobe.
Okay.
I'm not really feeling comfortable disrobing.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. You have a lovely day.
What?
We're gonna go ahead and wrap Jacob.
No,
okay.
no,
Thank you,
what?
Jacob.
What? No. I'll do shoes off.
He needs the hours for health care.
Yeah.
He needs the hours for health care.
Okay.
And
Well,
I just started.
unfortunately, we just filled up all the shirts off, pants off people, so we only have one spot of full nude left.
Hey, man.
Do you want to do that, or
I'm going to be short on rent this month. I'm going to be short, man. Just
I
have
need
fun
the
out
money for rent as much as you do,
I know,
man.
but I can't.
I'm here
Dude, I
with you.
can't
we just don't have time for this little background chit chat? I'm so sorry, you guys. We're gonna keep moving forward. So let's get you guys laid down here in the street. And hang on, I'm just getting word. Okay, so we're out of muddy water. We're gonna have to use the fake vomit that we made. We produced fake vomit for the cafe scene. That's now going to the car splash scene. So you guys are gonna be covered in fake vomit. Don't worry, it's mostly corn, beans, and dog poop. Don't worry, it's fake vomit.
Hey, I overheard the DP saying that this whole movie's a one-shot that takes place in a cafe.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to kind of piece together how this camera's going to cut from being in the cafe to sort of out to us.
Well, the camera's never going to be outside. You guys are going to be outside just below where the window breaks. So you guys will be laying on the ground. The splash will go in the air, and we need someone to be hurt by the splash. So we're just going to hear your voices. Stop it. Sorry, my dog is being crazy on set, and I apologize.
It's okay. I did notice that we were kind of jammed into a van together, and the dog had their own like transpo van.
Their whole van. They had their whole van.
She really freaks out if she doesn't have her own
Yeah, they had a
van.
full 15-seat pass van.
Yeah, the Mercedes. Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a real freak out if she has to share with the background. No offense to anybody here.
Well, for me, I just think back to let me just I don't want you to leave. I think back to the idea of like when one of my friends was even just on camera during a college basketball game in the crowd.
That's
we would take
true.
a picture of the TV. We would send
That's
it to each
true.
other.
That's
It's,
the attitude.
it's so magical to get to be a part of the cinema, and the whole piece requires all of us to commit ourselves.
You know what?
Sorry, my dog is going absolutely crazy.
Okay, that seems to stop her. Paying attention to wanting her to be crazy seems to stop her.
Giving someone voice is really important. Okay, she bit me again.
I think for me, I would love to do this, and I'm excited actually to be naked because it means my clothes won't be a mess for the scene.
That's a really great attitude. So let's throw those clothes off.
I wish I had that. I don't have that.
So
you
attitude?
found the other side that's good. You found it. And I don't have, sometimes I can't get there.
That's why we're
okay.
great roommates, and,
Yeah.
and we're actually also writing buddies. I don't know if you're.
We don't have time, unfortunately, for the chit chat. But you
Damn.
know what? That's
But you
okay.
tried, and that's good.
We're
You tried, and
good.
that's
We're good on the curb lay. That's really great. Why don't
Uh-huh.
you stick around? We may have use
My
for you
pants
in
are
just
off.
a moment.
My pants are off, actually.
And that's great. You got a head start.
Sorry,
That's
I thought
fantastic.
I was off camera, but the DP's assistant is doing that thing where he puts his lighting thing right in front of my penis. Do you need to? Is
He's
that
just
gonna
trying to
be in
get
the shot?
distance. He's just trying to get distance. It looks like he says it doesn't matter. It looks like there's such a small distance change versus pelvis to penis. So it doesn't really matter.
Why did he say
Sometimes
that?
we have a 6-inch focus
Well, you
difference.
asked what he was doing, and that's what they're doing.
I thought
He's
we
getting
weren't
the
even in the
distance.
shot.
Do you want to
It
get
seems like-
erect and see if he can use his focus meter more?
It'll be hard for me, but I can try to.
It'll
if
be
it's
harder to
helpful for the
focus
take.
because it'll be.
I don't
it'll
even
be
know
on-
why I asked. We don't have time to wait for you. Okay, so let's get. Okay. Oh, we do need one more extra inside. Would you like to be featured inside?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, great.
Inside.
No matter what. Yes.
Lay down in the
Congrats.
street.
Oh my God!
Okay.
There's Leo's walking in.
Okay, so we're
Oh my
looking
God,
for the
Leo's
plate.
walking in.
We're looking for the plate to be covered in gravy and beef. Okay, so you're gonna play the plate. We're gonna have you lay down up here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have you disrobe,
Okay.
bottom, top, middle, and everything.
Uh huh.
And then we're gonna have you put.
Which way will you have me?
You'll be on your back.
Okay.
Or actually, let's put you on your stomach. That way we can put all the food on your back.
Damn it! My penis is so big. It would have been awesome. It would have been awesome to show that off to Leo.
Can
but
we
yeah,
get
I
the
guess-
plate to lay flat, please?
Yeah.
We
Okay.
get the plate to lay flat. The
All right.
penis is making him up in the air somehow.
Cock push-ups.
I didn't know Jack Black was an extra today.
Sorry, I'm doing some cock push-ups. 1, 2,
Hey, man.
3.
Hey man, that's funny as shit. Hi, Leo.
Oh, hey, what's
That
going
shit's
on?
hilarious.
How's it going?
You're funnier than my
Everybody
friend
be
John
quiet.
Hill.
Everybody be
No
quiet.
way.
Leo's talking.
No way.
Hey,
That's
man.
really cool. You want to see me do it one more time?
Yes.
Cock push-up. 1, 2, 3.
He's doing the owl.
It's a
from,
mix of the Tootsie Roll Owl and the Tenacious D album. It's incredible. I'd like to cast you. You're so funny. Could you be in a serious role with me in my next movie?
Leo, we're busy.
Oh my gosh.
Well, no, but hey,
You're right. I'm sorry.
I'm in, and this is why you say yes. And I almost said no, but I'm in. I'm in, and it's
I'd
been an
actually
honor
like
to be your plate.
invite you to join. We've changed the name just for optics, but my lady posse. It's
It'd be an honor.
just me and a few fellas.
Wait,
that get
Leo,
up
It'd
our-
be
what?
an honor.
The what?
The lady posse.
What's lady posse? You talking about pussy posse?
We changed the name for optics, man.
Leo, you're talking about the pussy posse. That group you wouldn't let me into.
Look, when David Blaine drops out, we'll put you in. All right, but right
He's
now
never
we're
dropped- Dropping
David
out.
Blaine really in that?
Yes.
Whoa,
He has,
he
how
made
many
the
times
cut.
has he dropped out and then poof reappeared? I'm so tired of this.
It's true. It must be very disappointing for you.
Imagine David Blaine getting a girl a towel.
Okay, hey, it's me one last time. Thanks for watching this episode of the ManDogPod. If you'd like to watch or listen to the rest of the episode and our entire backlog of podcasts, go to patreon.com/mandog and you can support us there. Thanks. Bye.